Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning, right?
I'm John Palacio.
And I'm April Martinez. Good morning.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
Yes.
It's a beautiful Wednesday morning.
Foggy.
Oh, from Belmopan to the city?
Like the traffic was a lot because it was thick fog from like the Belize to all the way to about Hattieville.
All the way to about Hattieville. That particular area, you know the topography of the land is it's a little different. But nonetheless, we're so glad that, it was a nice drive, safe drive.
It was a safe drive.
Okay.
It was nice to see that people that were trying their best to just get from point A to point B. But yeah, very, very thick fog. So if you're out there driving early in the morning like I do, please be safe.
And, the conversation is always good because what it does, it actually prepares others. If they're going to hit that road, then you want to leave at earliest. That's always my thing, especially if you're with children. You leave at earliest, you come back at earliest, so you give yourself wiggle room in the event anything should happen out there, God forbid. All right, but what's buzzing, April? What's the big buzz across this country, across this world, actually?
Across this world right now, it's all about climate change and COP27.
Exactly, and speaking of all this fog and whatnot, all of these things are contributing factors, This is how you could tell that climate change is actually real. Yes, these things are out there as per normal, but it's to the magnitude of which it is happening, and that's the reason why we would tell you, climate change. Speaking of climate change, COP27 is on, and all the way in Egypt is Dwayne Moody. And I think he's online as we speak.
He is online. I think he is ready to speak to us. It is about 2 or 3 p.m. in the afternoon, Dwayne.
Dwayne, good morning.
Thank you. Good afternoon to you, Dwayne. Thank you for joining us this morning. How are you?
I thank you, April, John. You know what? Give me the fog, give me the humidity. I love Belize. That's all I'm going to say. I love Belize. The thing is that while Egypt is a very hot country, it is very dry. The air is very dry compared to Belize, where it's humid. And so, black cracks here. It's like, your skin is cracking, all of that. But
moisture.
Remind me not to go.
Moisture.
But it's fine because at the end of the day, that's what we're here talking about, climate change and the impacts that it has been having on countries like Belize and the Caribbean and elsewhere where the impacts are real and they're increasingly getting more and more severe. And so conversations like these have to happen. And the United Nations has provided a platform for countries to come on an even playing field to speak about this big issue, which honestly, it's one of the biggest crises facing the world at this time. No?
Well, after Prime Minister Mia Mottley would come on out, because her thing is, to tongue lash those who haven't done anything from whence last year to this year, but nothing had happened. What's the conversation like? What's the feel around the place? What's the conversation like? Is there anything that have been struck?
Well, basically the discussions continue, negotiations are continuing. We have just yesterday where countries, the heads of delegation and country leaders took to the stand to speak, to give their national statements. We are seeing almost all these countries call out these members of the G20 and these bigger countries that are large emitters of carbon dioxide, calling them out for their inaction. one in particular, they spoke to the US, where the US had said that, you know what, hey, we would reduce our carbon footprint by 2020. And in fact, it has increased compared to where it was in the 1990s.
Yeah.
When the whole COP was created, right? And so these countries that have been historically responsible for the climate change issue that we're facing today, they don't feel that they're doing enough.
Yeah.
And the reality is that at the rate that we're going, we're not on track for 1.5 degrees Celsius by 2050. It's going to surpass that, and it means that we're heading to disaster. And that has been the salient point that almost all these countries have been making, calling out these
Dwayne,
these governments, right? Yeah.
you were at COP26 last year, and you are once again there in COP27 at a different location. Can you give us a bit of a comparison or a contrast as to what the negotiations looked like last year compared to this year? And I particularly want to allude to the protest that occurred yesterday. So can you give us a little bit of an expansion on that?
So last year, one of the things that they were trying to establish in Glasgow was that for action to start, right? So that countries can then commit to the climate fund, so that countries like Belize and small island developing states could access climate financing for mitigation and adaptation. A part of the message then was that, you know what, enough with the talk shop. We want that 1.5. We want to achieve that 1.5 degrees Celsius by 2050. So these countries need to cut their carbon emissions drastically. Then it was a call to action. They had made these commitments. They never made those commitments. And now here at COP27, they're saying this is supposed to be an implementation year. Yeah. So it's no more that we should be talking. It should be, all right, what are we doing? We've submitted our NDCs to say that, oh, this is what we're going to do to cut. And that has not been happening. And so that has triggered a series of protests by different countries on Saturday, well, over the weekend. And then yesterday again, we saw groups coming out and saying, listen to me, we have had enough. You guys have not been doing enough. And when are we going to see you make that effort? When there are more lives sacrificed? When other people are dying? How can we continue to have this happening? Now, granted, these protests are organized, and obviously they've been facilitated by the UN FCCC that has organized COP. So they give space for everybody to be heard, all voices to be heard, including those who believe that there's inaction. We've seen where President Biden got and gave his statement, and he said that, oh, you know what, yes, we're committing to make these changes and all of that. But it still goes back to the fact that these countries are coming forward, these larger countries are coming forward and saying, hey, we need to do something. They're agreeing that, yeah, whatever, but not doing enough.
You see,
one of the things, and we brought this.
It seems that because if I'm not mistaken, last year in Glasgow there was a protest as well, and there
were many. There were several.
There were several. As a matter of fact, I think it got a little hasty in that particular area. But it seems that these larger countries that are actually doing the real damage are taking it for granted. But we continue to have these meetings with these folks and trying to beg them or ask them to please, you need to lower what you're doing there. In those meetings, what would be, or what is being said from the smaller countries to these larger countries, and what are the responses, especially knowing of what took place last year, Mia Mottley going off this year? What are these bigger countries saying?
They're basically making commitments. They're saying that, oh, yes, we understand and we're going to do what we can, and we want to help. We understand that we're responsible and all of that. But you see, the thing with the Conference of the Parties is that while there are commitments made by these countries, particularly in terms of climate financing and yearly having that $100 billion US dollars available for small island development states and those countries that are most prone to climate change, the impacts of climate change, they have not been able to meet that threshold. Not since 2016 when they decided that, oh yes, we're going to provide those funding. So the problem that they're seeing now is that, you know what, if you cannot make those commitments and understand, because it is voluntary, the text speaks to it not being binding. So these countries do not have to, while they're saying I'm committing this amount, X amount, they're not binded to that amount that they've committed to, you know? So that is one of the things. And you keep mentioning of Barbados and Prime Minister Mia Mottley tongue lashing these larger countries. And honestly, Belize's Minister of Sustainable Development, Climate Change and Disaster Risk Management, Orlando Habet, in his national statement yesterday, he gave a tongue lashing as well, calling out on these larger countries and the G20, saying, hey, you guys have not been doing your work and we need to act now. He called for action from these world leaders, asking for them to give a stronger commitment and an action. I think we have that clip where he's saying, how many more lives must be sacrificed before there's urgent climate action? Can we go to that, right?
Yes. I think we're
getting it lined
we're gonna
up.
get it lined up in a sect way.
Yeah.
But I wanted
then,
to kind of ask about these quote unquote negotiations, because can we really call them as such if the countries that are primarily the ones that should be doing their part are not? And if that is the case and these agreements are not binding, then what is the whole point of you being there at COP to have these discussions? So in all fairness, what would be the next steps to bind these countries to this agreement?
The thing is that they can't. Now, that question in particular is what I had asked to Belize's lead negotiator, Ambassador Carlos Fuller, last week. I said, what was the purpose of these meetings if the negotiations were not seeing any real developments or real decisions coming out of these meetings? And he said, Dwayne, you know, there's some times where we expect these huge gestures, and sometimes it's the smallest of things that are done. The opportunity that this platform affords for countries like Belize and other small island development states that are considered third world countries, being right at that discussion table with a country like the US, with China, and saying, hey, look here, that can't happen. And that there is, I guess, a concerted effort from all these countries, and your voices are being heard. It is different. Now, one of the things that was achieved this year was that loss and damage, which is, they don't want to use the word compensation, or they don't want to use the word reparation, but loss and damage, which was something that all these countries have been clamoring for. We were able to get that on the agenda. So now we're going to see another facility made available for countries to tap into climate financing to help with mitigation and adaptation. So while we may not see this huge changes made or huge commitments made, there are some gains. There are some things that they've been able to achieve through these negotiations.
And Dwayne, we do have that video lined up, and so yeah, we know that yes, Belize's minister with responsibility for that portfolio, have done his speech at COP 2027. At 27 actually, and
Yes.
this is what occurred when he'd made mention.
Small island developing states such as Belize continue to be severely impacted by climate change across all sectors. SIDS continue to face natural, health-related, social, and economic shocks that are beyond domestic control. The growing vulnerability of SIDS is a direct consequence of being in climate-sensitive zones and are especially prone to the destructive impacts of climate change, with damage costing approximated $12.6 billion per annum. Losses due to natural hazards exceed an average of $46 million per year in Belize. Even in the face of these challenges, Belize continues to implement targeted actions to mitigate and to help our people to adapt to the impacts of climate change. Belize's updated NDC shows a 5% increase in overall commitment. UNFCCC synthesis reports on NDCs show that even if all unconditional and conditional nationally determined contributions, the combined pledges of 193 parties of the Paris Agreement would put the world on track for achieving 2.5 degrees Celsius of warming by the end of the century. Such a scenario will inevitably lead to overshoot of the 1.5 degrees centigrade goal, resulting in irreversible impacts on SIDS. This would necessitate making drastic and unprecedented emission cuts across all sectors. This COP is an implementation COP. We need action. Where are those actions? In how many COPs have we been arguing for urgent climate action? And how many more do we need to have? How many lives do we need to sacrifice to solve the biggest crisis we face in our civilization?
How many more lives do we need to sacrifice? And what else do we need to do? How else do we need to show you that these are the things that we need? Well said.
I 100% agree, and I empathize with countries that have already had a severe loss of human life due to the effects of climate change. And it's not just a matter of it's too hot or it's too cold. It's I had this conversation with Gavin yesterday. What do you do with countries where persons have to leave and migrate from their homes because of this situation? Will those G20 countries hold those people that they're primarily responsible for majority of the climate change effects? So, Dwayne, has any conversations around that been taking place in and around this year's COP?
Yeah, with people who are from various countries seeking asylum for the fact that they've lost their livelihood.
Well, not necessarily. The conversation is not necessarily around that. I think what most countries have been pushing for, and like I said, it is kind of a small victory, is in getting that loss and damage on the agenda, because then these countries will now be able to tap into these resources, these climate finances, to help when, like example, when Hurricane Lisa came and did so much damage on central Belize, the loss and damage fund will countries to get immediate access, as opposed to go through all this lengthy process to access climate finance. So it is a good move. It is an achievement. Mind you, while all the logistics and all the mechanisms behind that fund have not been ironed out as yet, and very likely won't be dealt with by the end of this COP that is winding down, definitely by COP 28, that is where the conversation will be going, right?
And where is COP 28? Oh, sure, go ahead. COP 28, I know where you're going to. Apparently, COP 28 is going to be held in Dubai next year. Around the same time. But there is another comment also from the minister's speech that I think Belize needs to also hear. The thing is that the UNFCCC has created this platform for networking to take place. So countries can maybe dialogue with
partner with other countries where there are best practices. They may have best practices in agriculture, in water, in energy, and things like that. And the Minister Habet called out the G20 countries and also President Biden for when they talk about inclusivity, but yet here at the COP, Taiwan is not included. So he made a appeal to the UNFCCC for Taiwan to be included because they have technology, they have expertise to maybe be used in this climate change fight that we are going through right now. So we have that bite too. Right?
Yeah. So we're gonna move into that bite in just a few. Dwayne, I wanted to ask about how do we proceed with accountability. You said networking and ensuring that other countries have dialogue with these other countries. But regardless of how do we keep with everything that happens in everybody's individual state and country, how do we continue to attain accountability for these larger countries to do their part?
Well, it is typically like an opposition. You have to always be pressing on these larger countries that, you know what, you need to do your part and you need to take action. And I think that is what COP does. It may be only for 2 weeks of these intense negotiations, but all year long there are events taking place where these conversations come right back up over again, and so there's a constant reminder in the back of these the minds of these leaders from these G20 countries saying, hey, remember, poking at them saying, remember you said that this is what you were going to do. I think one of the things, and it's what I've been gathering from on the ground, is that there are some people who feel that these government leaders from these G20 countries have been coming to these platforms and making their statements, saying that they're going to make these changes. Some people believe that they're somewhat disingenuous with their approach to actual climate action, right? And so that is one thing that we've gathered from off the ground. But these smaller countries, they're not giving up. They're still pushing. They're expecting to see some kind of change, and they have to be hopeful because if they're not, then all will be lost.
Yeah, you're totally right. I know you alluded to another video that we're supposed to play. So as soon as we get that ready, of course, we do. All right, so here we go.
All right.
We join the call for the fossil fuel non-proliferation treaty. We need stronger commitments and actions from the G20 and other large polluters. We need to keep 1.5 alive. Mr. President, urgent actions need to be implemented for the reduction of emissions from critical sectors such as energy, transport, forest, waste, and agriculture. In his speech a few days ago, President Biden spoke of climate justice and reiterated that no one should be left behind. Mr. President, Taiwan, as the world's 21st largest economy, should be afforded the opportunity to share its technologies, resources, and expertise with the world in addressing climate change. Therefore, the government of Belize supports Taiwan and calls for its professional, pragmatic, and constructive participation in the UNFCCC. Mr. President, progress has been slow over the years, but at COP27, we have a make-or-break opportunity to get on track. Climate action and the provision of support to those in need must be given top priority. The world is depending on us, and we cannot let them down.
And we cannot let them down.
It sounds like sometimes we talk about climate change, and I'm seeing the effects gradually in certain parts of the world. Dwayne, are we too late?
Are they saying that if are they saying that it's too late?
Yeah.
There was a statement made earlier this week, sorry, it was last week, by the executive director of 5Cs, Dr. Colin Young, where he says that even if all these, all countries do what they're supposed to do, or at least honor their commitments that they made at the COP26 in Glasgow, it still won't be enough to meet that 1.5 degrees Celsius
Yeah.
by 2050. We're
Yeah.
going to surpass it. And that means the world will be hotter. That means more intense storms. That means climate change is going to
Continue.
really continue. And so he says that the commitments need to be more than what was made in at COP26 last year.
All
And
right.
so that's the reality. Yeah.
That's the reality, D. I tell you what, it's so nice to see you. We're so glad that you were able to join us all the way from Egypt. Yeah, we're hearing about the weather. We're hearing about how dry it is over there.
We
and,
hope you have adjusted
It
to the change of time, and we can't wait to hear about all of
I
your
have,
experiences.
guys.
You haven't?
And when is the conclusion
No,
of
I haven't. I'm
COP27?
still on. It concludes this Friday.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
on Friday, I know that we have our anniversary, our
Tomorrow.
open air's anniversary tomorrow, and so I won't be checking in. But on Friday, I intend to have a sit down with the Minister of
Okay.
Sustainable Development, Climate Change, and Disaster Risk Management, or CEO Dr. Kenneth Williams, where I'm going to talk to them about this success, as well as the things that they did not achieve here at COP27. Because the reality is that you come with a game plan and you want to achieve so many things, but sometimes you can't, right? That's the reality.
Agreed,
But one
agreed,
thing I
Wayne.
can tell you is that they have had some successes. I'm not going to reveal
Don't
them
share everything
as
yet.
yet.
Yes.
But they have had some successes, or Belize delegation on the ground has, and I've seen it firsthand, they've been networking like crazy.
Love it.
And they've learned some best practices that they can or they will
Implement here at
they
home.
will implement here implement in Belize in different sectors, including agriculture, energy, and environment. Yeah.
Great news.
I'm telling
We're,
you guys, yeah.
we're
That is
seeing it on your
wonderful
face.
news.
We're seeing the
Yes,
smile.
yes.
But Dee, we've got to go. Thank
Gotta
you
go.
so very much. It was a
No
great time
problem.
chit-chatting with you all the way there in Egypt. Thank
All
you.
right.
Bye-bye, Dwayne.
All right. Bye, guys.
And you know, April, climate change very serious, and
Yes.
it does affect what the weather is like. Speaking of the weather, that's where we'll be going at this particular point to let you know what the weather forecast is going to be for the next few days. Here we go.
Good morning, Belize. A relatively moist northeasterly airflow prevailing. The 24-hour forecast for Belize and her coastal waters calls for sunny skies today with cloudy intervals, and high temperatures today are expected to reach 87 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, to 91 inland and 82 over the mountains. Tonight, skies will be partly cloudy to cloudy, with low temperatures of 78 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, to 72 inland and 67 in the higher elevations. Expect a few coastal showers during the daytime. Tonight and tomorrow, a few showers or the chance for an isolated thunderstorms will develop mainly over the south and coast. The winds will blow from the northeast at 5 to 15 knots and the sea state will be light chop. A low tide will occur at 10:47 this morning, followed by a high at 5:01 in the evening. Another low occur at 7 minutes past 10 tonight, and a high at 3:55 tomorrow morning. The sun rose at 5:58 this morning and will set again at 5:16 p.m. The moon will set at 12:34 this afternoon and comes up at 14 minutes past midnight. The outlook for Thursday and Thursday night is for cloudy intervals along with a few showers and isolated thunderstorms to develop mainly over southern and coastal areas. In the sargassum forecast, the chance of new sargassum mats affecting our beaches across the country will remain low during the next few days. And in the tropical weather outlook for the North Atlantic, the Caribbean Sea, and the Gulf of Mexico, tropical cyclone formation is not expected during the next 48 hours. And that's your morning forecast that was prepared here at the National Meteorological Service.
neighbor.
Yes,
We're so thankful, neighbor.
Thank you, Katrin,
to hear from you
for
this
that
morning. Thank you
lovely,
for the recording there.
Yes, the weather for today. But you know, we were just discussing that slight prediction we were having due to the fog and the heat, and then hopefully, you know, but John, as much as you are predicting this weather, remember, climate change is real.
Climate change is real.
And there is absolutely no way of 100% predicting the weather
Indeed,
anymore.
you're totally right. And we saw that with Hurricane Lisa, where a lot of people felt, you know what, it was going south, then it started to move a little north.
The winds were stronger for a Category 1, all of that.
It's real. You're totally right, April. Climate change is totally real, and we need to be cognizant of it, and the larger nations need to do their part in trying to get things under control. But we need to move on for the morning. We've got a packed morning lined up for you. As a matter of fact, 3 very, very great segments this morning. The first one will be tapping into Belikin. Belikin beer again, a big part of Belize. They've got their Made of Belize campaign going on. And this one you're going to love. As you know, if you're on social media, you're going to see the videos as they continue to launch these videos. They've got one coming up. It's actually called Music Composition. And you'll see the players behind this one. That's the first segment.
It's going to be a great one, John.
Yes.
And moving right into just having discussions about campaigns and so forth, we're going to have our friends from Cellular World come into the show for this morning and give us a few updates on what they have been launching, their promotions and so forth, their new deals, so you don't want to miss out on that conversation.
Lovely. And everybody want new deals.
Everybody want new phone.
Deals, new deals.
Yeah.
All right? So we'll be having those folks in. And we'll be wrapping things up with the innovative team from the Belize Tourism Board. They've got this thing called Sail Clear Project. What is it? What is it about?
Project.
Can you be a part of it? We'll let you know exactly what to expect in our third segment with folks from the BTB. We've got to take the first break of the morning. When we come back, of course, it's going to be with Belikin, my beer. That's when we come back. Stay with us.
Smart introduces Real Unlimited Postpaid Plans, providing customers with unlimited talk, unlimited text, and unlimited data. Now that's a real great deal. With Smart Plus, Share 1 and 2, and Enterprise 1 and 2 plans, you can talk as much as you want, text as much as you want, and for the first time ever in Belize, you can enjoy unlimited data with your postpaid plan. So come in and sign up for an unlimited postpaid plan and enjoy limitless possibilities. In addition, other plans such as the Flex Junior, Choice, and Select have been boosted with a lot more talk, text, and data, providing you with the best value for your budget. Be unlimited with Smart. It's time to power your dollar with Smart.
The season where allies become rivals is here. Get ready for the FIFA World Cup 2022. Enjoy exclusive discounts on TVs and accessories just in time for the World Cup. Whether you're on the market for a 32 or 65-inch TV or one in between, we have all the sizes in stock now. 32-inch TCL Smart TV start at only $519 and 32-inch Samsung Smart TV at only $599. Love the game even more when you upgrade your entertainment experience with our Premier TV wall mount starting as low as $39 and our affordable surge protectors for only $35. Take advantage of these deals and visit us at any of our Cellular World stores in Belize City, Belmopan, and San Pedro, or shop with us via our virtual store using Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp at 615-5141. Promotion ends December 17th.
¿Calificas para la amnistía 2022? Esta es tu oportunidad de averiguarlo. Usted califica si es registrado como solicitante de asilo en el Departamento de Refugiados antes del 31 de marzo de 2020, residiendo en Belice antes del 31 de diciembre de 2016. ¿Tienes hijos nacidos en Belice el o antes del 31 de diciembre 2021? Completó su educación en Belice. Casado con un ciudadano de Belice por un año o más. viviendo en unión libre con un ciudadano de Belice por 5 años o más. Referido por el Departamento de Servicios Humanos. Empleado remunerado en Belice durante 5 años. Para obtener más información y cómo presentar una solicitud, visita el sitio web www.immigration.gov.bz. Prepárate, el plazo de inscripción será del 2 de agosto al 30 de noviembre de 2022. Amnistía de Belice 2022. Continuemos construyendo Belice juntos.
Quick facts about the Port of Belize Development Project. This is the Port of Belize today. This is the transformation that the expansion project aims to deliver. The Sustainable Expansion Project has 3 elements: the bulk, the container, and the cruise facility. All 3 are necessary for Belize's shipping and cruise industry. The Sustainable Cruise Facility is the only project that will bring cruise passengers and tourism dollars directly from the ship onto the ground in Belize City. The improved guest experience and safety allow tourists to spend more time on land during their visit. This is the port today. This port could be the Port of Belize's future. The Port Development Project will prepare Belize for the future of shipping, the future of cruise tourism, and elevate surrounding communities for the future.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5 Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
Welcome back to Open Your Eyes. We're moving now into our first segment for the morning. This one is all about Belikin, the beer of Belize. And as per usual, they've always have these wonderful campaigns going on. And the new campaign is actually made of Belize. See, the thing is, April, is this. Many things are made in Belize, but there are not many things made in Belize made of Belize. Belikin is made in Belize and made of Belize. Now, that's the difference. We've got the players in to tell us all about it. In with us, we've got Alex Ellis, Belikin brand specialist. We've got Ruhel Duman, the Belikin brand coordinator. And this video actually surrounds this guy right here. And a well-known name, household name in the music industry in Belize, Charles Junimar Mariano the third. Right? Yeah, 111. Yeah, that's the way it is right there. He's actually the owner of Junimar Production.
Legal name.
Because sometimes I see her like Super G that lends food. You know, and so say I want to call him out. Sometimes people need to know.
He doesn't look like a Charles. He's Junimar.
Guys, good morning and welcome.
Morning.
And you guys know how to say good morning in Belikin language? There
Wow! Add that to my vocabulary.
Yeah, exactly. But look, if you're going to talk Belikin, the first thing you say is but let's get on into it, guys. This is a big campaign, made of Belize. Let's start with you, Ru. Where did we come up with? I mean, what's made of Belize? Like, why made of Belize?
Just like what you said, there's many things in Belize that made in Belize but not made of Belize. And Junimar is one of those perfect examples, those artists that come in and bring in the artistry of being a Belizean and creating Belizean music and bringing other Belizean artists to create music.
Yeah.
You know, they're reaching out and trying to get influence from everybody else, but they're not trying to be like everybody else. They still stick to that core essence of what a Belizean artist is. And that is why we love him so much, and that's why he makes a lot of our music, our composers, and that's why we stick to Junimar, because he is what Belikin likes to represent.
Yeah, yeah.
True Belizean essence.
Yeah.
Well, we watched the launch of the one of your Made of Belize campaign videos, in particularly featuring Junimar. I want to get into the development. Start with the creative idea and then how you finished the product in the end. I guess I could start with you, Alex, and then you, June.
Yeah, so just to piggyback on what Ruhel was saying, the Made of Belize series is to highlight things that are Belizean. As if you guys are following the series, we started the quarter with rice and beans. Then we moved on to fishing, and then for the carnival season we did carnival. And the reason we decided to launch this video is closer to November 19th. And you guys may know that Junimar is a big player in that community. Not only in that community, but in Terra Belize, everybody knows Junimar. So we decided to launch this video around this time, just to introduce the November 19th feeling. And just talking to Junimar yesterday, the whole community down south, down Griga,
gone off.
Man say feel more like a celebrity now.
So Julie, let's get to you, my brother. This one surrounds you. Belikin, the campaign says it all. Not everything made in Belize is made of Belize. Belikin represents that is made of Belize. You are a pillar of made of Belize. What does this mean for you, Juni?
Good morning, everybody. As you all know, I'm Junimar, the producer. I'm from Dangriga, right?
Kriga?
Yeah, that's it. I introduce myself to the family, you know.
Of course.
So the Made of Belize project actually started from one idea. You see all the clips in the video. It's partly acting, but it's actually real. That's what I really do. I go up on the beats, play the guitar, and come up with an idea. So it started out from playing the guitar up on the pier, come up with the idea, and went into the studio and executed it.
I want to talk about the creative genius of the video. There is a scene that it's my favorite scene ever, where it's a bird eye shot of you playing your music but also dancing to your music because you feel it. So I want to talk about the creative genius behind the video itself. What went into that?
Well, it was a team effort. the past account specialist, Jason Badio, he was the one who storyboarded the whole concept of the video. But, you know, everybody chipped in, gave their, you know, suggestions and stuff like that. So it was a team effort who came up with this concept for the whole video, along with Junior Mar's advice on what he was feeling as well, too. So
you want to show Belize how you go into writing your music and then performing.
Well, basically, I give credit to the Belikin team.
Yeah.
Because when they brought the idea to me, like, yo, let's do this. Like, let the country see how we get things done, right? Actually, they knew the story would be great.
Yeah.
So usually, I'm not someone who's always in the media and always on the camera. Yeah, I have a brand that I promote a lot, but I'm not someone you see all the time, a lot of interviews. So I really appreciate the fact that Belikin reached out to me and gave me the opportunity to do something like this. Actually, I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
It's a good vibe, right?
It's a good vibe.
So I give credit to the team, Nathan, the director, and actually, I was nervous at first.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, but the way how Nathan and the guys brought it, it was easy to execute.
Yeah.
The guys, they brought great cameras, great team.
Yeah.
It was nice.
That was the whole idea behind it. Because Junimar is, like what he said, mostly behind the scenes guy. You know, and Junimar has done a lot of our beats for our commercials, our promotions, everything. So we decided to, why not highlight Junimar? You know, because he's very important. I mean, Junimar was in our studio yesterday, and he made a masterpiece in a couple of hours.
In a couple of hours.
Exactly. John was ready to go in the booth. John was ready to get his shot. So Junimar is a musical genius, and we wanted to highlight that through this video.
Yeah, Junimar, what is the life of Junimar like? What's your life like? And I'm saying this from a made of Belize style, because everybody would want to know, you know, but okay, this guy, every day he's about music, every day this is what he does. What's your life like? Your daily routine, what's your day like?
Music is my 9 to 5, you know. That's all I do from the time I left high school up to now. I've always worked on my own, just doing music. Go in the studio. Well, actually, I'm a member of Sweet Pain Band, another bass guitar player.
Sweet Pain 3.0, sir.
3.0, yeah. Big up Chica, must big up the guys. And then, well, my life's simple. I just get up every day, go to the studio, make music. I work with a lot of people, majority of the Belizean artists. Actually, almost everybody passed through me, you know. Yeah, basically. So I don't really talk a lot about it, but I do a lot of work behind the scenes. I'm glad to be in front of the scenes at this time.
It sounds like you guys will be having Junimar in front of the scenes a lot more now after this.
Indeed.
So I know that there's also an activity later on with Junimar, but what I'd like for us to do is to actually launch that video now, so we get folks to get to get a preview of, not a preview, but this is actually the whole scoop of the Made of Belize campaign, Belikin music composition with Junimar, and that's the video. So check this out. All right, so shortly we'll be showing you the entire video, but let's talk about what's going to happen later on tonight. Junimar, you're the highlight. Today is actually Wednesday. There's a big event going on. Ru or Lex, share that with us. What's going to happen later on?
So later on, we're going to have an open mic night at the brewery. It's going to start at 7. Junimar is going to perform some music, but we have the mic open to any artist that wants to come and perform with us.
Oh, wow.
So we're doing very grassroots, beatnik kind of mood setting in the brewery, where you just show up, have a drink, eat something, talk to everybody, talk to the Belikin crew, see, you know, what Made of Belize is about, and then you can perform.
So is it free to enter? What's going to happen there?
Yeah, so it's free to enter. You don't have to be an artist, actually. So you guys could come and spit something on the mic.
I feel like you might notice. You knew, and this is where you put open your eyes on the spot.
Well, you know
Because
what?
John is going to go and sing.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
I heard-
April, yeah,
sing,
April
right?
needs to be
I heard it
there
was
as
both
well.
of you guys coming.
I heard April as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard April.
Yeah, that was in the email.
Yeah.
I signed in the email.
John could sing. He can do it.
We try what we try. All right, so as soon as we've got that video lined up, of course, we'll be sharing that with you so you know exactly what to expect with this video. It's a very, very well put together one, highlighting Junimar as Maid of Belize, a part of Belize's household when it comes to music. You might not see him a lot, but trust me, the instruments you hear in a Belizean song is actually of this guy right here, Junimar. And speaking of the Maid of Belize campaign, we know that we're also winding down with time, and there is also something else coming up. What is that?
That is the Belikin Salt calendar launch.
Wow.
It will be next week, Saturday, and it's going to start at 8. So come out, guys. There's a $10 fee. When you pay that $10, you get a calendar, and then you can meet the Belikin Salt girls, and you get your calendar signed.
Wow.
After that, you can go into the brewery, have some drinks, eat some food,
Yeah.
and then you can mingle with the girls afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's actually this large pool of family and whatnot. I know there'll be specials.
Yeah,
I
of
know that
course.
much. There is always some specials when it comes to Belikin stuff. So the Belikin Stud calendar launch is actually going to be November 26th. That's next week Saturday. It says here 7. So 7 to about midnight, right there at the brewery.
Yeah.
It's only $10 to enter. Once you pay your 10, you get a calendar.
For free.
And then I could actually walk around and get it signed by the Belikin models?
Yes.
Wow. Junior, you wanted it?
Definitely.
They got to make sure that June is there because June is actually the household name. But which brings me once again, finally back to you, Junie. You get in a studio, you make that music. What's your inspiration?
That's a good question. Actually, I can't tell you what I'm gonna get when I start to do to a beat. I go in there. You never know what you're gonna get. You just get on the computer, you get on the keyboard, the guitar. Sometimes you get inspired by different instruments.
Yeah.
Today you might get a feel off the guitar. Sometimes you get a feel off, a vocalist singing.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a feel off, like, sometimes you just hear things in your head.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're in a sleep and you're hearing ideas.
You wake up and hear your song.
You gotta get in the studio and try to come up with something,
Yeah.
And then I give credit to all the artists there who I work with. Thanks to all the support. Thanks to Griega. When we did actually this Made a Belize video, the support was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was driving around Dangruga, we was taking the clips, and the support was there.
Yeah.
So that's why I give credit to all the people who came out. Thanks to all the artists and all the well, actually, I'm glad that it came out to be a success. So
Yeah.
yeah, big up Belikin, all the time.
You are an inspiration to a lot of people. When we listen to various songs, they always say Junimar. That simply means that you're an inspiration, you're an ambassador to music. But there are a lot of young people who would look at you and say, my goodness, I want to be like this guy when I grow up. What's your advice to young upcoming producers? There are a lot of them. There are a lot of them.
Correct.
But they might not know the way they feel, maybe not know how to feel inspiration. What's your advice to these?
Well, my advice to all the young musicians, the young producers, just keep going, because like me, actually, the way how I got better at what I do, I just practice a lot. Go online, everything's on YouTube. You can get a lot of training. You can just call me too, you can reach out. I'm definitely there for everybody.
Please not put your phone number on this screen. The next thing you know, your phone.
Yeah, so it's just a lot of practice. You just keep practice. And anything possible, man. Like I at this point, I'm just excited. I'm glad where I'm at right now. So
it's just so amazing to see your growth.
Yeah,
And
thank you
I
very
am
much.
so proud to know you and to be here and to see this the launch of this video. So we have that clip for you now. This is the Made of Belize Belikin campaign launch featuring Junimar.
Belikin, the beer of Belize.
Beautiful, beautiful
Belikin made of Belize.
Yes.
Music composition featuring the man himself, Juni Mar. After watching this video, what's your feeling like? The first time launch on national TV, bro. Right here live on 5, by the way. What's your feeling like?
The feeling is amazing, you know. Amazing.
Yeah.
And every time like since the video dropped, like a couple of days ago, I feel like I celebrated, you know.
But you are one. Your name is a staple. Your name is a brand.
I've been working, like I said before, I've been working behind the scenes for many years. But now,
so just now we have to see you on TV?
Not everybody is seeing
Juni Mar.
The
face behind the name. That is
that has seen another video for you.
Oh, I'll up the house. I'll up Lisa to the house.
Yeah.
Actually, I just asked the young lady to get in the video and like, yeah, let's do this. So the support was there, like I said. Thanks to everybody for that.
I said Tapo too.
Yeah, Tapo, my ballet. I can't forget the ballet Tapo, that's my personal mechanic because I ride a cycle like Riga too. I have a cycle for real.
Yeah, and so let's get back to what's going to happen later on tonight, and of course, once again, the Belikin calendar launch. So tonight is going to be
open mic night.
No karaoke.
No.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be live. It's gonna be live music.
What are the difference? Anybody could come up and sing.
We're gonna have a mic. We're gonna have a keyboard. We're gonna have a guitar and some speakers, and that's it. Very grassroots. Very down to earth.
Yeah. So you just come up with your beat and stuff like that. You've got the master producer who is going to be there as well, and it's free It's free to enter, right?
Yeah. Free.
All right.
So you just keep. I walk into brewery. If you are somebody that is an upcoming star, upcoming artist that would maybe sing alongside Juni Mar, perhaps, can go to the brewery tonight at 7 p.m. Free entrance, not free food.
No.
So not free food, but free entrance, and of course you're able to see the launch again. Talk to Juni Mar, maybe network a little bit.
Of course.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's for this. That's actually tonight with the whole music composition and Juni Mar. But again, for next week Saturday, it's going to be a big event. Tell us about it, Rue.
Yeah, so it's the Belikin Stout calendar launch. It's going to be the 26th, next week Saturday. You pay your $10 as an entrance fee. You get your free calendar. You could get your calendar signed by all the girls, and then you just mingle with the girls inside the brewery afterwards.
So you could actually be relaxing, having conversation with the models and whatnot. And of course, this is all about empowering in terms of showcasing that Belizean beauty, that Belizean feel. That's what that is going to be like. What about entertainment?
Okay, so DJ Julian will be spinning, and we're gonna have a special performance by none other than King Rome.
What?
So it's gonna be nice. We launched the flyer yesterday, and people are commenting, want to know who are the girls. So stay tuned. Later this week, we will be releasing the trailer video. So just stay tuned to that, and everybody will see who the girls are. So.
I mean, you already have the cover, none other than runner-up Miss Belize, Alina Scott. A wonderful, wonderful shot that is on that cover right there. So if she is the cover, can't wait.
So that's just a preview. That's just a preview. So
that's a preview. And I pay how much to get in? $10. Do I get a calendar with that?
Yes.
Free.
And can I get it signed?
Yes.
Okay.
Buy all of them, John.
No kidding. But that's just a little of what is there to offer to you. We know that when it comes to Belikin, there is always something new. Christmas is around the corner.
Yeah.
So that means my Sorrel Stout is coming?
Yes, it's coming. So stay tuned in a week, 2 weeks. I'm not going to say when.
Okay.
But you'll know when it happens.
And there are a lot of seasonal. I tell you what, the Oktoberfest beer. Oh my goodness.
That's done.
Yeah, we still have some.
We still have. Juni was
enjoying that
yesterday. It's all about innovation when it comes to Belikin, and that's one of the things that I really and truly love about the brand. That there are certain things that are able to be done with the brand, and their new products coming out every time. Of course, when it comes to the seasonal, we know when it comes to March, that's one of my favorite, the chocolate. So I really and truly like that. Missed the Black on time this year, but Oktoberfest was actually a very good one. It's still in the market. This is while supplies last. And coming up in December, it's going to be the
Sorrel Stout.
Sorrel, baby,
Yes.
Sorrel.
You know that Christmas when Sorrel Stout.
Oh, definitely. But guys, I want to thank you so very much for joining us, man. Really and truly, Junie, you are a household name, like we continue to say. You're a Belikin ambassador as well, and there was nobody, made of Belize than this guy right here.
Perfect.
Thank you so very much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so we're going to take a break. When we come back, it's all about Cellular World. They've got lots to show. They got nice phone to pass Cellular World.
I need a new phone.
Everything World Cup to come up, they go on TV with. Man, it's going to be great. You don't want to miss this one. When you come back, it's all about Cellular World and their cellular deals.
Wow.
We come back.
Technology is ubiquitous, and it's transforming how, when, and where we work. Fulltech Systems is placing award-winning devices in the hands of information workers, allowing them to work without compromise in a world without wires, to innovate, create, and to maximize productivity anytime, anywhere, satisfying the needs of the desk-centric remote and field worker and every other worker in between. We are providing the industry's best devices to businesses going through the process of digital transformation. Partner with us today to provide the solutions that will allow your employees to work effectively and efficiently to enhance your customers' experience. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you'll come for the price, but stay for the service.
Excuse me, sir? Yeah. But how can you pay your phone? B-Box. What? What is B-Box?
B-Box is Benny's newest rewards program.
Really? Where I could get it from?
Man, check on the website bbox.bz, or you could download it from the App Store. And if you still don't know, check that young lady there and she'll hook you up.
I will surely do so. Good afternoon, miss. Can you hook me up with B-Box?
I will be there. Thank you so much.
Why are you so excited?
Let me tell you a secret. I just got off the phone with Santa.
Hi, Santa. For Christmas, I want a pea shooter, a football. iPhone and a makeup for Christmas.
Oh, come on. 1 second.
We just learned that Santa's phone number has just been revealed. The number is 227-7132.
I'm sorry, Dad. I shared Santa's phone number.
We believe that the will of the people shall form the basis of government in a democratic society.
The first Constitution of Belize was handed to then Premier Right Honorable George Price on the occasion of the nation's birth in 1981.
It is my very great privilege to hand to you these constitutional instruments, the symbol of your independence.
Since then, governments have come and gone, with changes made to the Constitution in 2000 and in 2008.
Today, in 2022, we ask ourselves, have we done enough to eliminate economic and social disparity? To promote gender equality? Are our laws relevant and fair? Is justice accessible by all without fear or favor? Are we fairly represented at all levels?
Are our rights being protected? Are our beliefs and differences respected? Our cultural values and diversity celebrated? Are we free to live and love, to learn and grow?
Let your voices be heard. The People's Constitution Commission is made up of organizations and entities from every sector in Belize. It is comprehensive and inclusive because any and all changes to the Constitution of Belize must be comprehensive and inclusive.
We believe that the will of the people shall form the basis of government in a democratic society. The Commission will be holding consultations countrywide. Come out and join the discussion. Let your voices be heard.
Our government, our Constitution. Let's Belizeanize it. The time is now.
WestTrack Limited is committed to working hard every day to ensure you get the right products at the most affordable price. We strive to have the greatest selection of quality, affordable, and timely products and services that will enhance your personal or corporate lives. With an extensive line of products, we'll be sure to have what you need. For even faster service, you can contact us on Facebook, WhatsApp, or by email. We look forward to seeing you come through our doors at your nearest WestTrack branch today.
Great Belize Productions Channel 5, proud winner of 9 Caribbean Media Awards for 2021. Best Investigative Report, Best News Item, Best Coverage of People with Disabilities, Best Financial Literacy Journalism, Best Videographer, Best Television Commercial Spot, and the People's Choice Award, with 2 special mentions for Financial Literacy Journalism.
And welcome back. Just like that, we're back, and it's all about Cellular World. Oh my goodness.
Yes. All the deals.
Deals, and more deals with these folks.
Launches, all the discounts, all the new products that you all have in store. In studio with us, we have Sarai Ramirez, who is the retail sales supervisor at Cellular World. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome. I love your shirt.
Oh, well, thank you.
Samsung.
Yes, of course.
Big rep and sponsor of Cellular
That's right,
World.
yes.
Excellent. So let's get on into it. Okay. We know when it comes to Cellular World, there is always a deal for any and everybody. People like say, oh, just the family and stuff like that. Look, they actually go in at the nitty-gritty. It's actually more than just going to the family. It's a deal for everybody in there. Now, let's talk about all these deals coming up. Or as a matter of fact, give us a little talk on Cellular World itself.
Sure. Yeah. Well, as you know, Cellular World has been giving back to our customers for 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's a family-owned company. Mm-hmm. So we decided, like every month we have to give back to our customers. So that's the reason why, like you mentioned, every month we have a promotion for everybody, not just certain people. So on a whole, this store, we always have a promotion for them. So
sweet.
Yeah.
Love it.
Well, Christmas time to come around, but but November 19th still have to pass. So we know that some deals around there, and the World Cup is coming up. So let's start with the deals.
Okay, well, right now we have our going promotion, the November to Remember. That promotion ends today. Ooh. So we do ask our customers, to take advantage of that. Mm-hmm. With this promotion, we have great discounts on phones, tablets, basically everything, Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So for instance, the promotion we have, apart from the great discounts, we have if they purchase any Samsung or Redmi phones, Xiaomi brands, they would get a free earbuds. Now, when it comes to the tablet,
what?
Great promotion, right?
Yes,
yes, great promotions. Apart from that, we also have on the tablet sides, we have, for any tablets, we do have our, either they get a flash drive or a SD card.
Okay.
So they do have that option as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's now that every tablet has the SD card slot. So they do get that. For monitors, we do have the Xiaomi webcam. For only $35, if they purchase any monitor, they have the Xiaomi webcam for only $35. So they're practically saving $75 for that.
Oh, wow.
So you said that the November to remember deals is the last day is today, but you also have some upcoming deals for the 17th, 18th, and 19th.
That's right.
So I want to get into the nitty-gritty of that part of November, as well as for your customers nationwide, where can they find you? Where are your stores located so that we can get to these deals today?
Okay. Well, we have 5 stores, one in San Pedro, one in Belmopan, and 3 here in Belize City. That would be our Albert Street branch, our Queen Street branch, and our Northern branch.
Yeah.
That's right, yes.
Yeah. All right, so joining us is also Carlos Perez, who's the marketing supervisor at Cellular World. Carlos! Morning,
Good
bro.
morning.
How are you today?
Good.
Man, I like the shirt.
Yes,
that Samsung
the
is actually
Samsung
rocking.
shirt is rocked.
So let's jump on into some of the deals. We've been hearing a lot from Sarai in terms of what the deals are. She just mentioned of what deal just done we're finishing today.
November to remember.
November to remember.
Yeah, November to
And then, so after November to remember, what then?
Well, we have something big that is coming. It is called the Cellular World 3-Day Sale Extravaganza, which is for November 19th, of course. Normally, we do it for one day, which is on the 19th. And then this year, we've decided to give our customers 3 days of promotions for that. So even on the 19th, when it's a holiday, so you have more freedom, you can visit any store from Cellular World in Belmopan, San Pedro, or here in the city. Or you can buy via our Cellular World virtual store. So
what's a virtual store?
There's a virtual store.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Well, the name says it. It's virtually, so you shop basically online. But in this case, we have our virtual store experts who will be assisting you. It can be via Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp. You can send and ask for pictures, the specifications, or make the transactions online and everything.
What? So basically, you're getting real-time communication with somebody inside the virtual store.
You're getting a consultation while you are shopping from somebody that can see the product, understands what you're asking, and you can get advice.
Yeah,
that's right.
That is amazing.
That's amazing.
I've never actually heard of that.
I've never heard of
that. Only at Cellular World.
Only at Cellular World. And shipping is countrywide, so it doesn't matter where I am. I can use this virtual store, and I can get my product anywhere in the country.
Yes,
that's right. We basically work with all the shipping companies in Belize. So once you purchase online, we'll make sure that gets to you.
All right. And so while we know that the 3-day sale is coming up, after the 19th, then what? I mean, at Cellular World, there is no such thing as a downtime or a lull because there is always something going on. What happens after the 19th?
Yeah. That's right. After that, well, we will be having our Black Friday promotions. And then it will be a Black Friday weekend for Cellular World and also for our Samsung brand. So basically, we'll cover everything with Samsung.
Go ahead.
It actually covers everything whenever it comes to the phones. So basically, all Samsung phones are covered by 1-year warranty. But what happens on Black Friday is that we get the prices to be lower than any promotion that we have going on at the moment.
Okay.
All right.
Hence the Samsung shirt, John.
Well, you know, I never knew. Just brag with Samsung shirt.
I mean, apart from that, of course, you have to brag, right?
Yeah. But one of the big things, across the world is actually the World Cup. That is coming up as well.
Yes.
And there is a rumor that there will be a big TV sale. Is that true?
Or a prize?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we do have the promotion going on right now already for the past 2 weeks.
What's that promotion?
Well, we have discounts on TVs, wall mounts, and surge protectors. Of course, you need to secure your TVs, right?
The electronics,
Yes. So we have TCLs starting at $519, and then the Samsung TVs at $599. So that's already the discounted price. When it comes to wall mounts as well, and surge protectors.
Wow.
And What is the size?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, yes.
What size TV
What
for
size
519?
TV?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry about that. That would be 32 inches.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
32, that's
That's
huge.
a- that's a- that's a
good
yes.
one. You don't have to
one.
quint to either watch on 32.
No.
Yeah, walk to the open eye, good. For 519 TCL.
That's right.
And we know that TCL is of RCA, and RCA was a big brand across
Yes.
the world back in the days. And so that's actually a great deal. So you buy that TV and you get for win something. What happens there?
Those are, well, basically it's the discount that you're getting on it. So we're having the lowest prices on TVs. That's a separate promotion. It's already going on, and it will run until the 17th of December.
Yeah.
So any TV starting from 32-inch to 65-inch, we have it in store available. And then the surge protectors for only $35. That's a discount price as well. And then the wall mounts, we have different sizes and styles of wall mounts starting at $39 as well.
Wow.
Sweet.
I mean, we all know that online learning is officially the way to go. Even though classes are back in session, every child still needs a laptop, a tablet, or some sort of the other. Let's talk about your deals on laptops and tablets.
Okay, well, for this upcoming extravaganza, we will have laptops as low as $499.
Oh,
$499.
Like I said,
no.
Actually, the budget phones start at $49.
Yes,
so
you
we're
see,
having
that's
some
why,
awesome
yeah.
deals on
Wait. Phone for $49?
That's
yeah, we
right.
have the budget phone starting at $49. We have Android phones starting as low as $129.
Wow.
And then we have the laptops and Chromebooks, like Sarai mentioned, starting at $499. So these are some awesome promotions that we have for our customers. We have monitors starting for $299.
Wow.
APC battery backup starting at $145, and the list just goes on.
Yeah, the list.
Look at that.
Wow.
$499, man. Dell, HP, and we're talking about all the big brands
All
here.
the brands.
Samsung, Gateway. Now, we could actually get these on the virtual store as well?
Yes, that's right.
And ship to a part I need to get it shipped.
That's right.
PG.
That's right.
Man,
You mentioned it, we deliver it.
I don't know what to say other than a laptop is for $499.
$499. We're talking Lenovo, Asus. We've got the Dell, the Samsung, the Latitude.
I mean, I even see there's one. Yeah, the Latitude is for 1 terabyte. So the memory is quite huge.
Yes.
So let's get into where we can see these sales for tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday.
The 3-day sale extravaganza.
Is it only lasting for those 3 days?
That's right, ma'am. Only 3 days.
Only 3 days to get these deals?
3 days, 5 stores.
Yeah.
3 days, 5 stores, but then also Christmas to come, so they'll be back.
Yes, of course.
I have a feeling too. I got a feeling that they'll be back indeed. Anything else you guys would like to share with us? I mean, this is a big promotion.
Yes. I don't know what we covered from what we haven't covered yet. There's just too many things to go through. So cell phones starting as the budget phones starting at $49.
Yes.
And then your laptops are $499.
That's right.
And then your TV is
$599. 32-inch.
All right.
32-inch, yes.
Then your tablets.
$155.
$155.
And any other gadgets? I know you have speakers. I know you have charging banks, earbuds, chargers. All of these are going to be on sale as well.
That's right, ma'am.
Sure, go ahead.
We have the speakers starting at $39. So we have
Bluetooth speakers?
Yeah, that's right.
There are people, man.
Cellular World, you get great prices.
And then we have the JBL speakers, to be specific with the brand, starting at $79. So those are some great.
These are little JBL. Oh, there we go. See, there they are.
Great brand.
Yeah. Those are great brands indeed. But one of the things I want to be specific about is actually the Samsung official Samsung dealer. What do you mean by that? And what happens if I buy a Samsung product? And
from Cellular World.
Well, you have the local and manufacturing 1-year warranty. You know, that covers any manufacturing hardware and software issues. Of course, you know, if something would happen within the phone for 1 year, any mishandling of the phone, we would repair the phone for you. It would be at a cost, but since you purchased the phone from us, it would be less than you would purchase it somewhere else.
From somewhere else?
Yes.
Especially that you've got this 1-year warranty.
That's right, sir.
So you guys work like the Samsung store I would have had an issue and I have to go wait at States. Now I could just go to Cellular.
Just go to Cellular World.
So we are the
And their
authorized
partner,
distributor here in Belize. So basically, we have our service center with Samsung authorized technicians. We get the original spare parts, and we provide you the most reliable customer service with your Samsung brand. As Sari mentioned, if anything happens, you bring in the phone. Our Samsung authorized technicians are here to assist you. All phones, once you buy it with us or any authorized reseller as well, would be covered by a 1-year local warranty. And then if anything happens, you just bring it in. We have our technicians inspect it, and then we move
But
forward.
the resellers as well, like Debari, where else can we find like these resellers?
Digi, you can visit Digi,
Okay, Digi,
Debari,
Westrack.
Outlet Home Center.
Wow. All right.
So you could just find them anywhere.
Anywhere,
Really?
you find them anywhere, you get your Samsung product, and of course you get that 1-year warranty.
That's right.
It's on any place a Cellular World. Yeah, it's a world of cellular.
But for the November to Remember deal that ends today, what can we still purchase that is available at the store?
Everything is available. All categories when it comes to phones, tablets, monitors, business products, monitors as well, Optiplex. We have the accessories as well, speakers. Am I missing
And they're
any?
all going for discounted rates.
Yes,
today.
and of course, selected purchases bring the free items like I mentioned. The
Yeah.
earbuds, the flash drives, the SD card, the Xiaomi webcam. So
I could
Can
make
you-
an order with you right now.
yes, of course.
Can we tap into what Christmas is going to be like?
Yes, we know you'll be back, but just give us a little bit of a sneak
What
peek.
Christmas will be like?
Well, as of now, we can just say we will have some
Great deals.
awesome deals for you guys.
Wow.
Yeah, you know this right? They're
Yeah,
tight-lipped about
very,
Christmas.
very,
That
very
means they've got
tight-lipped.
something cooking up.
Yes.
Yes.
Just stay tuned
Uh-huh.
for our updates, and then we'll definitely have something awesome for you like we always do. But for now, just ensure to take advantage for the November 19th 3-day sale extravaganza, as that is one of the biggest sale with the lowest prices that you can find in the market for any personal gadget or business solution products as well.
And if I'm in Belmopan, can I go to a store there? Where are the stores located again?
Okay, well, we have, like I mentioned, one in San Pedro by Pescador Drive, here, 3 Belize City, Albert Street, Queen Street, and Northern Shops, and then Bamopan by Market Square, right in front of the terminal.
You can't miss it.
I know the one.
left.
I know the one.
Yes.
Well, I know you may not know the one at Belmopan. I know that much. But guys, is there anything that we've been that we missed?
I think we covered everything.
Yeah.
And that was just like we just go
we just
through
go
like
through, like,
one after the other. But today the November to Remember deal is today. The store closes at 6.
At 6 o'clock. Yeah,
You
opening
could go
hours.
after work
Yes.
and get your cell phone product. And of course, tomorrow, the Friday and the Saturday, the store is open at.
We will have normal working hours.
Normal working hours.
Thursday and Friday from 8:30 to 6, and then we'll have on Saturday will be from 9 to 5.
9 to 5.
Yes.
And the virtual store, that ever closed?
No.
So there's always somebody to
There's
talk to.
always somebody
Yes.
talking to you.
Wow.
So if you wake up with a big bright idea midnight, and you say, you know what, this big bright idea involves a phone or a
Yes.
monitor, or then you could just go on the virtual store and you do what you have to do.
Perfect.
Just like that.
And where can we find you on social media?
Well, you can just search Cellular World Belize, and then you can find us on Instagram or Facebook.
All
Okay,
right.
and in WhatsApp?
Yes, we do.
WhatsApp, our numbers are 615-5141 and 623-6200.
Yeah,
All
those are the
right,
numbers
shop at
right
the
there.
virtual store, click chat and shop with Cellular World.
All right.
Sarai, Carlos, thank you both so much for stopping by and telling us about this deal. We have to go to Cellular World.
Yeah, we have to go to Cellular
sure.
World.
We'll
Get
be
the
waiting for you
Samsung
guys
shirt.
there.
Get me a yes.
Yeah.
Can we get a Samsung shirt?
But of course we
If I
can.
get, if I get some shirt, I have a 1-year warranty.
We can work something out.
But sorry, find this spot.
Yeah.
But guys, thank you so very
thank
much,
you
man. It was
so,
a great
so much.
time. There's always a deal for you, your entire family there at Cellular World. You know, you don't be long before they come you may a dog chip. Cellular World, you know. Then you go get
I'm
your
pretty sure those
1
exist
year.
already.
Imagine you come a Samsung dog.
I imagine that exists already. But today, tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday, stop in at Cellular World for these amazing deals.
Thank you guys so very much.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so we're going to take a break. When we come back, it's all about BTB and their innovation. They've got a thing called Sale Clear. You guys know what Sale Clear is? Do you guys know what Sale Clear is?
Can you give an idea?
Yeah, Sale Clear.
Clear.
No, sale as in S-A-I-L, or sale like in the sale out there.
Sale clear.
So it's a Sale Clear. I don't know, maybe. Sale Clear project.
Sale Clear
We'll let you
project.
know exactly what that is when we come back. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hello, friends. This is Dr. Bob Roberts with another 60-second sermon from God's Word. The Bible says, "For as is a share of him who goes into the battle, so shall his share be who stays by the baggage. They shall share alike." On October the 14th, 1987, Jessica Morales, later known as Baby Jessica, became famous when at 18 months old she fell into an 8-inch well 22 feet deep in her mother's backyard and remained for 58 hours as the world watched her rescue on CNN. They had to bring in a drilling rig to drill a hole big enough for a man to go down on a rope to rescue her. Now my question to you is this: who was the most important, the man who went down into the well on the rope or the men holding the rope? The answer is they were equally important. The rescue effort required the faith and fortitude of both. In our Bible passage today, David had just won a major battle on the battlefield with 400 men, and they took many valuable things as plunder. However, back home, some of the soldiers did not want to share with the 200 soldiers who had remained behind to guard their baggage and supplies because they had been too faint and weak to go. David demanded that those who stayed and guarded the baggage would get the same share as those who went to battle, that they would share and share alike. The faithful work you do for Jesus may seem unimportant and go unrecognized, but at the judgment seat of Christ, you will be faithfully rewarded for staying by the baggage. Today's 60-second sermon has been presented by Christian Foundations of Faith in cooperation with the Baptist churches in your area.
Smart introduces Real Unlimited Postpaid Plans, providing customers with unlimited talk, unlimited text, and unlimited data. Now that's a real great deal. With Smart Plus, Share 1 and 2, and Enterprise 1 and 2 plans, you can talk as much as you want, text as much as you want, and for the first time ever in Belize, you can enjoy unlimited data with your postpaid plan. So come in and sign up for an unlimited postpaid plan and enjoy limitless possibilities. In addition, other plans such as the Flex Junior, Choice, and Select have been boosted with a lot more talk, text, and data, providing you with the best value for your budget. Be unlimited with Smart. It's time to power your dollar with Smart.
Knowing your HIV status is now easier than ever.
Did you know that you can test for HIV in the comfort of your own home by simply swabbing your gums?
OraQuick is an in-home HIV test that can provide you with results in just 20 minutes. The test detects HIV antibodies with over 99% accuracy and is trusted by healthcare professionals worldwide.
If you receive a positive result, you should contact your nearest healthcare clinic to perform follow-up testing and to get advice on what to do to stay healthy.
And even if you get a negative result, remember, it is important to continue protecting yourself from HIV and other STIs. Using a condom correctly every time you have sex is the best way to do so.
HIV self-testing kit is convenient, reliable, and now available in Belize. Your test, your way. Bob.
For more information on where HIV self-testing kits will be available, please contact the National AIDS Commission, the Belize Family Life Association, or the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Hello eCash user, the eCash app is now available in Spanish. Changing the language in your eCash app from English to Spanish is quick and easy. Let me walk you through the steps. First, open your eCash app. Enter your PIN. Tap the More icon at the bottom of your screen. choose Security. Select Language. Tap on Spanish. Then re-enter your PIN. And that's it! Your eCash app is now in Spanish, and you can continue to enjoy your eCash digital wallet. Belize Bank's eCash app makes life easier.
We were born connected to the water, the deep blue, the soil, the salt air, sheer abundance, ritual, water, expectation of the catch, the wind and waves. What lay beneath filled our bellies, sustained our communities. But song fell to a whisper. Her rituals were lost. Communities changed. But now, that song beckons us back to the sea. The generations that came before, and for the generations still to come. Thriving, abundant sea is possible. Rebuilding fish populations can be our legacy.
Welcome back. Welcome back to
welcome
Opening
back.
Eyes. We're moving now into our third and final segment for the morning. We've been mentioning about this. This is actually BTB Seal Clear project. And I keep on wondering what Seal Clear actually means. You know, it's something that I don't think we've ever heard of.
Yes.
But there's this innovative team at the BTB, and there is always something going on. We've got them in to talk to us about it. As a matter of fact, Simone Bell is in. She is from BTB, and Arnoldo Howe, who is from the Customs and Excise Department, BTB, it says here as well. Guys, good morning and welcome.
All right, so first let me just correct you and thank you so much for that introduction. It was fabulous. But the Sail Clear initiative actually belongs to the Belize Customs and Excise Department.
Yes.
And it is something that they have spearheaded. Mr. Howe is going to tell you everything about it this morning. And the BTB has recognized the initiative that they have put forward and has come on board to be able to support it and to market it to the audience and to be able to communicate that this is something that Belize should embrace and our tour operators should get out and the information should get out to the general public.
Reckoning the initiative is exactly where it starts.
Yes.
Because it's always about the buy-in and then we move from there. So let's get to Mr. Arnoldo. Talk to us about this initiative. What is meant by Sail Clear project? What is that?
Sail Clear is a shipping application. It's been working for quite some time. I was transferred to Belize last year, and I was approached by the Deputy Comptroller of Customs if I could head this specific project. That was last year, November. So it's exactly 1 year.
1 year.
Yes, that we are officially launching the application. The application is twofold. You have the public component that we call Sail Clear, and you have the more controlled component, which is called the Regional Clearing System, which is in short RCS. That part will be utilized by the authorities that do the entering and clearing of all incoming vessels to Belize. Now, if we go back to the first component, which is the Sail Clear, which is the public component, what it does, it gives an opportunity to the master of every vessel arriving in Belize to fill in forms that have been uploaded to the system ahead of arrival. So what it does, it creates, the shipping application creates a network of the movement of people and vessels.
Okay.
So it creates a history where you've been and it tracks you down. So when customs looks at the vessel, knows exactly where you're coming from, if it's the same people that you're bringing. All right. So now what it does, that if you are new to the system, you have to create an account. It's just like when you go to school, you create an account. The same thing, basically. It's very, very simple. It's straightforward. It's easy to use, very user-friendly. It's a 2 minutes process.
Okay.
What was happening in Belize and our ports that you believe required the necessity for this particular project?
I believe with the recent pandemic, this is very helpful when it came to a pandemic, because then you could make determination as to how you will deal with certain vessels that enter your country. Are you going to give them permission to enter or not, based on what you see? So it gives you that opportunity to make that determination. Going back to the beginning of how this came about. Sail Clear is actually an initiative from the Caribbean Customs Law Enforcement Council based in St. Lucia. So this came about because of the same pandemic, and it's been used within the Caribbean.
Okay.
So now, let's assume that you are coming from Isla Mujeres and you're planning to come to Belize. You will use this application now. This is the only means that you will enter and clear in Belize. Before, when you land in Belize, the group of the boarding party, which is the Customs, Immigration, Baja, Port Authority, and Health,
go to check you out.
Yeah, they will go, and then you will carry your forms and you will manually fill in the forms. Yes, you will manually. Now what it does, this is same procedure, nothing has changed. All that is being done now, it is being done electronically. That's all it's being
Via the application, that's it?
Yes. So once you're a master, you create your account, you enter, and you fill in all the forms. All the forms are loaded into the system. So all you do is just populate the forms. Once you have created and populated the forms, now you make your submission. Once you make your submission, you are creating what you call a notification of arrival. And once you submit that, now customs could retrieve the information through the second component, which is the RCS. So now I sitting at my office, I could open the RCS and I could view, oh, this person is coming to Belize next week. It will specify date and time of arrival. So what I do, I could look at all the documents that you have submitted, I could print it, and it will be my copy, and I will await your arrival. But before that, you could look at it and say, okay, how will I treat this vessel that is coming to Belize? You could say, okay, I don't see anything wrong with the vessel. So you just go and let the master sign the ship's report for custom purposes, and you give the master a copy of that, which he or she will be using while navigating the waters of Belize.
It makes life easy. There's no delay or
yes.
anything of
Exactly.
Process. Which leads me to go to the BTP. Now, you guys jump on this. This is a top innovation. I really and truly like this. So let's talk about the BTP side of this.
So in starting, I want to definitely commend the comptroller.
Of course.
Miss Estella Leslie.
Yes.
Because this was an initiative that she pursued directly to make sure that this innovation took place for customs. And for the BTB, it's very important because the nautical tourism industry is a niche market that is underdeveloped, and there were issues in the market which allowed delays in organic growth and slow repeat visitors. Part of the process was not being able to have all the information in one place, which Sail Clear has come in and solved, because all of our fees are listed for all of our agencies. The steps are there. We'll be coming on board with informational videos to support the initiative so that everybody knows exactly how to use this system. But as you rightfully said, the time that it saves. You can imagine Placencia that have immigration officers in Brig Creek or health officers in Dangriga, and being able to coordinate all of the parties to be able to board a vessel when a person arrives. Truthfully, sometimes there were undue delays that resulted in not well experiences, to place it kindly. And what this also does, it gives us the advantage of knowing exactly when the vessel will be arriving, so that we can coordinate our teams and respond accordingly. So this is the type of thinking that we want from very dynamic leadership. So the leadership of Customs has pushed this. The leadership of the BTB is bought in. We're a key stakeholder, because the advantages that it brings to the industry by clearly communicating the information, digitizing the process. So like I can be at sea, and if I have internet access, I'm able to go onto the system, file all of my paperwork, and arrive and meet my boarding party, as opposed to getting into Belize, waiting 6 hours for somebody to come on board.
And there's an emergency out at sea, you're able to dock right away.
And there's also the tracker, the tracking part, so you know when that ship is going to dock or that boat is going to dock.
Exactly. So that really is the beauty of the system, and the advantage that it brings to the industry is immense.
And let's talk about the mariners buy-in now. Of course, I believe that even Belizean mariners are able to use this device or use this app. so that they're able to stay clear of all these long waits and whatnot. What is being said to mariners? How do you get these people to buy into, want to use this app?
No. This is the only means you will enter Belize, so you have to use the application.
No matter what.
No, you
have to use it.
It's a must.
Yes, it's a must. But in addition to that now, if you are coming to Belize, you have a crew, and then suddenly one of your crew members maybe says, okay, I have an emergency, I can't make it. But you have already made your submission. Now, you could go back as the master of the vessel, you could go back and make modifications. So it gives you that opportunity to make modifications, say, okay, I will eliminate this person. So I could still go and view it, because what happens is that what you're doing actually is just creating a notification of arrival to the boarding party at Belize. You are not making a formal declaration. So until you arrive in Belize, when you present yourself to the authorities, it is only then that you make a formal declaration to the state. So this application is basically you are making an expression of intent that you are coming to Belize.
It's like a passport entry.
Exactly. It's not like if you buy a ticket, you say, I'm going to the States next week, and then something happens, say, well, I can't make it again. But you have expressed an intent that you will go. It's the same thing with the application. You express an intent until you arrive, then it becomes a formal declaration.
Oh man.
I like it. It seems to be something that was missing for our nautical tourism. Does this also apply, I guess, well, yes, apply to like cruise ships and so forth? It makes life a little bit more easier?
No, it doesn't apply to the cruise ship.
Okay.
This specific application is basically geared towards private pleasure yachts. The small vessels that comes to Belize.
Small and large, because we're talking
small and well, it goes up to the 20 passengers.
Okay.
But the bigger vessels, like the cruise vessels and the cargo vessels, are not part of the shipping application.
It's a different
application. But CCLEC is working to amalgamate those as well. All right? So now, another addition to this, assuming that you're coming to Belize and you don't have an electronic device, CCLEC has donated 4 kiosks to Belize, which has been placed in strategic areas. One has been placed at the Redson Fort George, one at the Old Belize Marina, one at Placencia at Roberts Grove, and one in San Pedro at Amigos del Mar. Now, if you arrive in Belize, our law states that you have 24 hours to present yourself to the authorities. That is Chapter 49, Section 12. Now, if you arrive in Belize with an electronic device, you could go to these kiosks. Yes, you go to the kiosk and you would enter information because you have 24 hours to report. So it also gives a helping hand to those who doesn't have an electronic device or doesn't have internet access. Right?
And the laptops that you
then also CCLEC donated 7 laptops, which has been distributed to OICs in San Pedro, Belize City, Big Creek, and Punta Gorda. And now, I am happy to announce that since the launching of the application, the Punta Gorda station has entered and cleared 2 vessels using this shipping application.
Wonderful.
So it's working.
It is. It is. I've got to say kudos and big congratulations to the Customs Department and of course BTB for that buy-in process, because it makes things easier. And this is one of the reasons why I said that while we saw the pandemic for what we felt it was, we didn't see it for what it really is, and that is to innovate the country, people, and countries and the world on a whole. So from the BTB's standpoint, using this, is there any charges or it's regular the regular way?
You see, the shipping application doesn't change anything what we used to be. What it does, that, like I said, it's just basically everything has been done electronically. But when you open the shipping application, you will notice that there are the requirements for BAHA, Customs, Immigration, Health, and Port Authority. If you click on each one of those, it will show you what are the requirements for BAHA. It will click on Immigration, it will tell you, okay, do you need a visa? How much the visa will cost you? All the information is up there. The only problem is that, I think we mentioned it yesterday, I think what we need to work on is that if they could do electronic payments,
so that's
then that would be the perfect scenario.
Yeah, exactly.
And as a matter of fact, I was speaking to the Deputy Comptroller, Dr. Gilbert Gordon. We need to move a bit farther in looking at issuing what we call a pre-clearance, meaning then that if you visit Belize on a continuous basis, and I find no problem with you, then why should I continue boarding your vessel?
Yeah.
So
I could issue you with a pre-clearance from my office,
Yeah.
and I just could email it to you.
That's it.
With no problem.
Yeah.
Then that eliminates all the bureaucracy.
I have to go back there again.
Exactly.
This guy is coming in every time.
And it makes the experience better for the arriving guests, which is what we are about. Another important aspect of what we're here to discuss is the impact that this technology or digitizing any process has on data and being able to produce useful information. Because as the BTB, we are there to support in terms of infrastructural development, marketing, and it's really hard to provide support to an industry that you know very little about. So we've been working with the customs agencies, with the Port Authority to be able to get a stronghold as to what exactly this industry needs, because you have the leisure aspect of it, which is persons who are coming in for vacation, but there's also the business aspect of it, which is charters that run and promote the destination on your behalf. So having this is able to indicate to us like where are our hot spots, where do the marinas need to be placed, where do the anchorages need to be placed, the moorings, because those are other technical things that help to enable an environment that makes people want to come. Like I don't want to come with my 300-foot yacht and then I can't tie it up to a proper dock, because when a boat passes, that's my bridge that's gonna snap, and that's a very expensive situation for me. So having the information to be able to assess the market, to develop the market, to be able to understand the needs, like what types of vessels are coming in, the types of passengers that are coming in, this system is able to yield that information confidentially, just stats. And that really enables us to do more for the country where nautical tourism is concerned.
I'm wondering about the points of our conjoining points with our neighboring brothers in Mexico and then Guatemala and Honduras in the south. I know you said it's for visitors. What about those small vessels that charter, for example, like from Barranco to Livingston, or from Honduras to the south? Or just like for family, people who live the Honduras.
And there are people who traverse this.
Yeah, it's true. So what it will now do is to be able to identify what our markets look like. So like you're telling me that there are small charters that take family across. That might not be something that I may have known. I may have known it as well. But I'm to say to you know, what this does is because all of this information is entered digitally and not manually, it eliminates some numbers being misplaced, some documents being lost. It gives a holistic picture of what is taking place. And then as the safeguarders, because I like to look at BTB as the safeguarders of the industry.
Okay then.
we can respond to the areas that need development.
And you're totally right in terms of safeguarding your information and the data, because the data, once collected online, then of course it remains right there. So this is actually innovation at its best. Is there anything else, sir, you'd like to share with us? Because look, you know, just listening to it, the buying process, you know for a fact, is not hard. It actually makes things much more easier.
It doesn't. I like that we're talking about it, because for the most part, we often talk about air travel and terrestrial travel, where you don't necessarily think about marine travel because they're just cruise ships, cargoes, and other entities that come in for business. I never thought about somebody that has a yacht that wants to come and park in Belize. I never ever thought about.
Well, that happens a lot in the Hunting Key area and all these
places. That is the crucial point. You brought a very important point there. The Hunting Key. Hunting Key only has one officer, which is an immigration officer. So customs is not present, and that is also, I think, management will look into that, and we will try to see if we could post someone there, because we are not getting the correct information that is required. The data is not there. How many people are coming?
Exactly.
A lot of people are coming, but we don't have data.
We don't have the data.
Now with the shipping application now, it's a must.
Yeah.
So it has to go through the application. So we know who are coming.
Yeah.
So all the data will be there.
But like you said, other countries are already using this within the region.
It's within the curriculum, yes.
Yes.
And so therefore it's not going to be anything, well, it shouldn't be anything new for these other countries to actually do the buy-in. So once you're entering Belize, then of course you know what you need to do. You need to fill out your information.
Yes.
All right. Man, this is why I said this is a university.
I think that we stress a lot on air and road travel, and especially when it comes to visiting other CARICOM nations, we often stress, there are no direct flights, but you could get on a boat.
You could get on a boat.
You can, and if you look at it, the global market for nautical tourism, just the super yacht aspect, is over $8 billion. So there's a lot of money at play. And what it means for a country like Belize to participate is more tours being sold, more provisioning taking place, and that in turn creates more employment. So when we look at having the data to develop the industry, it's being able to take advantage of these opportunities that these markets present.
This is lovely.
That's wonderful.
This is really lovely. I could just imagine, because during the Easter time, you see all these vessels coming from neighboring Honduras, neighboring Guatemala, docking in Hopkins, docking in Placencia, and these are all private.
Yes.
You know, so this is a great way for us to move forward as a country, especially with respect to the Customs Department and what you guys are actually doing.
I think it's going to save you guys some serious organization time.
Yes, like Simone mentioned, this application is long overdue.
Yeah, it is.
But when the new administration took over under the leadership of the first female Comptroller of Customs, she said that it is important that we need to implement this application. We already have the tools. The kiosks were there, the laptops were there.
We just need somebody to sign.
Exactly.
No, so all we need for work, but no, the pay online.
Yes. Well, that's
say it a little bit louder. Maybe one of the banks here.
I mean, I think that other areas in investment and so are hoping that we could have clearance for online payment. That makes our lives.
I think so. I think we need to move that way.
Yeah, we definitely are ready. The industry is ready, and it would definitely be a facilitation for visitors who have credit cards that wouldn't have cash present to be able to process their transactions as well. So if there's a bank or a financial institution listening this morning, those are areas that we're looking at.
I feel this is an easy one for these banks to actually jump online. Look, everybody use the card. They're promoting it. New chip this, new chip that. Then why not? This is a great opportunity for everybody who, of course, have got a hand in it.
Absolutely.
It's that easy.
Absolutely.
Anything else you guys would like to share with us?
I just wanted to say thanks to all those people who were involved during the process of implementing the application. It was not easy. I had a lot of setbacks, a lot of obstacles. Some departments were not cooperating with me while I was, doing the project. But I just want to say thanks to everybody who was involved to make this a success. And I also want to extend thanks to the management of Resident Forge for giving us the opportunity to place the kiosk there, free internet. They are not charging us any rent.
Wow.
The same applies to Roberts Grove, Amigos Del Mar, and Old Belize.
All right.
They came on board, and I'm so happy. I'm thankful for them, and I also thank the Comptroller for giving me the opportunity to prove myself that
it shows that everybody is on board with this and can see the benefits of this application. Simone, final words.
I just want to thank you guys for having us here this morning and giving us the opportunity to highlight some of the innovations that are taking place in the industry, and also to highlight that our partners are working together. It's now a cohesive unit. The Customs Department, the Belize Ports Authority, BTB, everybody is working together, which is something that came out of the pandemic as well. And there's a brotherhood and a synergy within the organizations that are just intent on moving the country forward.
It comes with an idea. Thereafter, you find the parties who are relevant to make that idea come to life. We sit down together, and together we make it go far.
Precisely, John.
Thank you guys for coming in.
Thank
you very much. And Arnoldo, we're so grateful. This is a university. We continue to learn on a daily basis of the things that we need to know within our country.
I love it. Sail Clear project is now open and available for private entities that are coming to the country through our maritime ports. So you don't want to miss out on those opportunities. But thank you both, and we're going to take another break, and we'll be back for wrap up. So stay tuned.
life just got a lot less complicated with Belize Bank Contactless MasterCard Debit Card. Introducing our Standard Debit and MasterCard Platinum Debit Cards. Now you can make purchases anywhere MasterCard is accepted with one tap, pay and go. Your contactless card never has to leave your hands, especially in these times. And your card is embedded with multiple layers of security. Platinum card holders get to enjoy extra benefits like price protection, purchase protection, trip inconvenience, and luggage protection, just to name a few. Start enjoying a cashless lifestyle today with the Belize Bank. My parents always said, when it's time to build, invest in quality products that last a lifetime, even if it means paying a little more. It is now my turn to invest in my own home, and it's not even a question. It has to be Oran Windows. My contractor recommends Oran because of the heavy-duty construction, the thickest gauge blades on the market, and the dual locks that allow lower louvers to close independently for privacy while the top remains open for airflow. These features make Oran aluminum louver windows the best on the market.
With Oran aluminum louver windows, you get strength, durability, and beauty with an added layer of security and protection against debris and damaging winds. Come in and check out the variety of sizes and colors at Design Depot, located at Mile 3 Philip Goldson Highway in Belize City.
Social Security, transforming service delivery. My Social Security is your secure online account to manage all your Social Security information. My Social Security launched in March 2021 with registration service to apply online for new or replacement Social Security cards. Upgrades to My Social Security continues with a new look, enhanced customer experience, and its newest feature, Sickness Benefit Online application. With My Social Security, you can create your account, log in, and take control of your Social Security information. This includes applying for a new or replacement Social Security card for yourself, child, or dependent. Make appointments online and submit your complete sickness benefit claim package. Our customer care team is here to provide you, our valued customers, with real-time support. Connect with one of our customer care agents through direct messages on WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, or live chat, or follow our YouTube channel for more information, tutorials, and guides. A complete 360 view of your Social Security information is coming soon, which includes a new employer portal for employers, businesses, and self-employed persons, contributions history and statements, all SSB benefits, medical portal for registered doctors, and fingerprint enrollment all in one place. Social Security at your fingertips. The significant enhancement of service delivery to you is here. My Social Security.
Smart introduces Real Unlimited Postpaid Plans, providing customers with unlimited talk, unlimited text, and unlimited data. Now that's a real great deal. With Smart Plus, Share 1 and 2, and Enterprise 1 and 2 plans, you can talk as much as you want, text as much as you want, and for the first time ever in Belize, you can enjoy unlimited data with your postpaid plan. So come in and sign up for an unlimited postpaid plan and enjoy limitless possibilities. In addition, other plans such as the Flex Junior, Choice, and Select have been boosted with a lot more talk, text, and data, providing you with the best value for your budget. Be unlimited with Smart. It's time to power your dollar with Smart.
And we're
Welcome back. Just like that, we have come to the end of our show for today. It was a great time.
It was a lovely, lovely
I
day.
really appreciated what today was like. I continue to say this is a great university for you to learn, for us to learn about new things within our country, whether it be nationally, internationally, regionally, because it is important for us to have information and for us to know.
I appreciate all our guests for coming in and providing us with not just entertainment and deals, but also new ways and innovative ways.
Innovative ways.
To have our country move forward.
Yeah, definitely.
Whether it be through tourism, whether it be through marketing, whether it be through business, we are slowly moving into a new era out of COVID where we're able to progress and resupply our economy. So a wonderful state. I love it.
You're totally right.
Yeah.
You're totally right. But I've got to give a plug here. Made of Belize campaign and Junimar. Junimar is a household name, especially for Belizean artists. Everybody knows Junimar.
Everybody
they know
knows
what
Junimar.
he's capable of doing. But it just didn't come around like that.
Yeah.
It's years upon years of being a part of it, of practice, and that's exactly what he alluded to. But you could meet him again tonight. It's going to be at the brewery. It's an open mic night. They'll have a speaker, Junimar on the day, I'll need music. You go a microphone. You go and you sing a song, man. It's open mic night at the brewery with Junimar. This big campaign is on. It's called Made of Belize. Not everything made in Belize is made of Belize, but Belikin is made in and of Belize. Wow. It's going to be a great night tonight. And of course, on the 26th day of November, next week Saturday, it's the Belikin Stout calendar launch. You pay $10 to enter, and you get a free calendar with that. And of course, you could get it signed by the Belikin Stout models. That's next week, and of course they'll be having some great entertainment there next week, Saturday.
And of course, want to pay a big thank you to our friends at Cellular World.
They got everything.
They got everything. Their November to Remember deal ends today, but their 3-day sale extravaganza, it begins tomorrow and it runs up until Saturday. Cellular phones, laptops, monitors, TVs, tablets,
Bluetooth speakers,
anything you name it,
TV mounts.
there's a deal for it. So you want to go to Cellular World and check it out. If you are not within San Pedro, Belize City, or Belmopan, you can check out their virtual store where they'll have a consultant to assist you as you peruse through the store and buy something. And you want to buy this between today and Saturday.
Yeah, Christmas to come.
Christmas, they come, they will be back for those. But thank you all so much at our friends from Cellular World.
And Seal Clear. That is exactly what it is. Seal Clear.
Yeah.
All right, because it's all about the innovation, exactly what you alluded to earlier. You know, they're trying to make things as easy as possible for mariners who want to come to Belize. Just do some visit tourism, because we are a the destination. We've been showing up in international magazines every year, every month, you could call it that. We're a top destination, and people are actually recognizing this, especially people from right here in the region. So what they do is they left their country in their little boat and they dock right here in Belize. But what the Customs Department and other departments are actually doing is using innovation to actually make their entrance into our country much more easier and make it a breeze. Excellent initiative.
I am super excited for this initiative because not only does it broaden our tourism scope, but it also shows that we are as Belize capable of reaching to new technology innovations, and we're able to meet that demand with our supply that we have here in Belize. So for those of you that have those private boats that want to come into Belize and dock here, there is an application for that, the Seal Clear project, that is an entity by CARICOM, now practiced in Belize.
All right, exactly. So thank you all for joining us this morning. We've got a birthday shout out though. We need to say happy birthday to somebody here. Who do we have?
Yes, we are saying a big happy birthday to Alicia Waite
from your entire family and your friends.
And of course, all of us here at Open Your Eyes and Channel 5.
Alicia, do enjoy your day. Happy birthday to you. Wishing you many more happy birthdays. And April, if you've got a happy birthday shout out, you could always drop us a line right here at OYE@channel5belize.com.
You can always catch our live stream on Facebook at Open Your Eyes BC and our highlights on Instagram at OYE Belize.
Exactly, and you could join us again tomorrow when you open your eyes.
And you start your morning, right?
As per usual, you keep your eyes, your minds,
and your heart open.
We're going to see you soon. But I'll tell you what, just before we go, tomorrow is going to be a big day.
It is going to be our OYE anniversary special.
Wow, it's going to be great. We'll have cake. I think I got some champagne.
I think we got some champagne, some
Champagne.
cake, some wonderful games and prizes, and a few special familiar faces that will be here on the show tomorrow. So you don't want to miss that out.
And just before we leave, I'd like to say welcome home to my entire family. I'm talking about my mom, my aunt, my uncles, my sisters. They don't live in the country, but everybody is actually here. Aunt Edna, Lynn, oh my goodness, my mom Laverne, my sisters Vernie and Shyla, Malika, Zalika, Lalika, Uncle Fees. Hey, welcome home, guys.
Come home.
We're going to see you soon. Remember, it's a great day to be great. It's a beautiful Wednesday. Let's take advantage of that and continue to share the love that we've got in our hearts to each other. Have a great day.
Goodbye, Belize.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.